Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. It is a full moon this Monday. I'm recording this on Saturday night prior to the Gemini full moon that is coming up. But I'm really feeling these energies already. Gemini is the twins. And I feel like this full moon is really bringing to light, illuminating the light and the dark. So, however this resonates in your life, whatever's being kind of highlighted for you, positive or negative. And I feel like if it's negative, it's being highlighted because it's time. It's time to really pull out whatever shadow needs to be pulled out so that you can deal with it and move on from it. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing where these 5 readings are going. This is a 5 card pick a card. So we're going to be here for a minute. So if you weren't able to take a look at the poster for the video, I'm going to hold up the cards here in a minute so you kind of can choose for yourself 1 through 5. But thank you for being here. My name is Melissa L. Watkins. I'm an evidential medium and integrated energy therapy master instructor teacher. And this has been my journey for the past few years, coming on and doing these pick a cards, full moons and new moons. And this one kind of snuck up on me, which they have been lately, I think, because I've been getting so busy. Like these, it's every 2 weeks, right? And and they've all felt very powerful recently. They really have. So, But this duality, the light and the dark, right? So please hit the heart button or hashtag replay if you're watching this on the replay. If you are, thank you and welcome. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please smash that like button and subscribe, please. So hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome live or on the replay. I totally appreciate you. So this Gemini full moon is definitely illuminating, right? Full moons are bright. So yes, I'm feeling the shadow aspect, the light and the dark coming out for us. So something this month, week, or month, 30 days to 30 days, right? Or full moon to full moon. So we have 5 cards to choose from tonight or today or whenever you're watching this. So I'm just going to hold these up here. There we go. There you are. My microphone's in the way. That's the problem. There we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please put in the comment what card you're being called to, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is taking us into the beginning of November or December. It's been crazy. I'm going to be honest with you. I keep looking at the date and I keep feeling like the year is wrong, feeling like the month is wrong. I actually, for those of you who noticed, I actually posted Cancer full moon because I looked for the December full moon. For some reason, guys, time right now, I just feel so out of it as far as what our actual time is, right? The date, the season, the time. There's definitely, if you're feeling it also, I don't want you to feel alone, that if you feel like time is just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Many of you, myself included, are struggling with like coming in and out of timelines is what it feels like. And I can't tell you how many times I've looked at the year 2023 recently, and I'm like, that just feels wrong. Like, I feel like I'm in the wrong place, right? So if you're going through that or experiencing that, just know that you're not alone. Things are shifting. And I feel like this Gemini full moon is going to be powerful. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a couple things, some housekeeping. Big housekeeping. So this is the first week. So it's the last week in November. We will start December on Friday. So for my Living in Love community, we have 2 meetings this week. So our last November meeting will be on Wednesday, which is going to be the monthly meetup, which please mark that on your calendar, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Be there. That's where we're going to do our meditation for healing. We're also going to talk about this idea of duality. We're going to bring through some message for kind of where we are in the shifting of the new earth, and a little bit of like how that is going to work. I feel like that's what I'm being brought information through, is coming through. And then we're going to do a IET session. So that will be very, very healing. It will be very, very beneficial for you. So if you want to be part of my Living in Love community, please go to the website and join. And by doing that before January 11th, when we start the Evidential Medium course, you'll actually receive 50% off. And once the course starts on the 11th, it closes. Basically, the cohort is the cohort. I do kind of require all 5 classes for the certification for that course. So yeah, once the 11th hits, we have our first class. That's that, right? That is a monthly membership. And then on Friday, we're going to have our monthly message for December. So December 1st is this Friday. First Friday of every month is when we do the monthly message, where I will then bring through kind of the themes or the most needed information for the month. So for December. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, big week. It just kind of came upon me. It was like, oh my gosh, guess what we're doing this week? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then I actually did some price decreasing. I kind of looked at some pricing. So the Evidential Medium reading, 60-minute reading, I did rolled that back by $20. And then also the IET individual session, I rolled back $15. So right now, until the 27th, Cyber Monday, you can receive 20% off of all my services. So and I rolled the price back, and then you'll get the 20% off the rollback price. So that is there. And if you want to give spirit this holiday season, you can easily do e-gift cards. That's on my website. And what's really cool about that is you actually get to choose the date in which they receive the gift. So that's kind of cool. So all of that is on my website, guys. But yes, let's get this party started. How does that sound? Let's get this party started. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. There we are. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Just want to make sure we get this in the right order, in the right place. All right. So here we go. Let's get this party started. If you watch on the replay on YouTube, I will have timestamps. So, Gemini full moon this Monday, pile number 1. What is your reading, right? 7th house relationship is coming out for you. So, for those of you who chose pile number 1, one of the overarching themes is going to be a 7th house relationship is going to be highlighted in this full moon. So it feels like relationship, whether that's going to be romantic relationship or friendship or familyship, whatever that looks like for you. But I really am feeling there's going to be like a coming together is what it feels like. So this relationship feels like there's a coming together. Yeah, you're coming out of a long season of darkness in relationship, pile number 1. So this really feels like you're going to be either you're reconnecting with a family or a friend. Maybe an apology is had, whether you're giving the apology or they are. But for some of you, I do feel if you're being drawn to pile number 1, that there is going to be a new relationship, that you are coming out of the darkness, that you are coming into connection. And I do feel that this would be a new connection. This would not be a reconnection. So I feel like there's been especially this is making me feel like for those of you who've been single for a very, very long time, for whatever reason that you kind of took yourself out of the dating game or relationship area, pile number 1, I feel like this Gemini full moon is it's like it's clearing the decks for something new to come in, that your long night of darkness is over. And I feel like for some of you, this long night of darkness happened because you needed time. You needed time to work on your shadow, work on whatever it was you needed to evolve out of or evolve into, right? An evolution is what it feels like. So pile number 1, just know that, your 7th house is being illuminated in this energy. So let's get some more cards on this for you. Pile number 1. Oh, okay. All right. 1, 2, and I'm going to take that one too. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to take 1 and I got 2. Oh, no, never mind. There's a whole story here, guys. There's way more cards down here than I thought. I thought we had like 2 down here. There's like 6. So let's take this one step at a time, shall we? So here they are. The first one is patience. Yes, you have had patience. So this really goes back to pile number 1, that you've been in a season of evolving, evolution, right? And if you notice, he has this seed in his hand that's kind of being germinated by spirit here. Look at that, right? So yes, and it's a beautiful flower is bloomed, right? So I feel like this patience is it's divine timing. It's divine timing. So for those of you who will be meeting someone new, it's taken a while, right? You're coming out of the darkness of relationship, but and for some of you, you had put yourself in that darkness because you needed time, right? You needed to heal. But for some of you, it wasn't the right time. So I feel like this is some divine intervention, but divine timing, I think, is the better way to put it, right? Because yes, you have again 7th house relationship. So look at this. Love begins. So pile number 1, love in some way. In this Gemini full moon, you are coming into a new heart. Look at this heart chakra, heart healing, right? You're coming into this heart healing. That the patience is divine timing. Love is beginning. Your heart chakra is being balanced. It's being balanced. So you really are coming into this time of your heart opening, your heart expanding, sharing your heart, which is also allowing you to balance out your energies. Yeah, because it's time. Look at this. Accelerated motion. Things are going to take off. This Gemini full moon is like sparking this um, relationship house, the seventh house. And so it's time for you to believe and receive recognition and reward. Like allow it to come in. Don't hold yourself back and think you don't deserve. You're not good enough. No, not at all. You absolutely are. So if you chose pile number one, this is all about your seventh house. It's about relationship. It's about love beginning. For some of you, it's been a long time. You haven't been in a relationship. If you've been single for a long time, you're definitely in the right reading. But yes, it's your heart is expanding. Your heart is healed. It's time to open your heart up. And it's time. It's divine time, right? So for some of you in this full moon energy this month, from one full moon to the next, meeting someone, having someone kind of come into your experience, maybe being introduced to someone, but in some way, you really kind of meeting someone who really does kind of open up your heart, expand your heart. For some of you, this will be, again, a forgiveness, a family member coming in and saying, hey, I screwed up, or, I really want to work on this, or I really want to fix this, or friendship. So yeah, something is coming around to open up your heart, pile number one. Yeah. Look at that composure again. It's bringing you balance. It's bringing you into balance. It's bringing you into this season of receiving, because you are in a balanced, it is balancing you out, your divine feminine, your divine masculine. Yeah, this composure card really is about you. Again, going back to that Gemini full moon energy of the light and the dark, this light and the dark being balanced. So healing some shadow aspect of yourself is going to allow your heart to open, allow you to receive in forgiveness or love, however that works for you. All right, pile number one. So yeah, thank you for being here. That was amazing. That was amazing. All right. Pile number two. I'm just got to have my cards back because I'll be using that one deck for the middle of the reading. Pile number two. If you chose pile number two, Scorpio, investigate. Yeah, this goes back to the shadow aspect, not taking anything at face value, making sure you're getting all sides of the story, making sure you're not. Pile number two, it's going to be important for you to not take anything at face value, because it feels like through the investigation, all will be revealed. So pile number two, this full moon is absolutely going to be illuminating some shadow aspect for you that's going to allow you to move forward in like power, in a powerful way. Yeah, look at that. Assessing. Yeah, it's going to be really important for you to really be, just really paying attention, investigating, assessing, not taking things at face value this moon cycle. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be seeing through someone else's shadow aspect. I feel like there's going to be some clarity that comes in for you where this full moon is going to allow you to maybe see things from a different lens, through a different lens, or with a new perception. But yes, definitely. I just keep hearing, don't take it at, don't take anything at face value. So let's dig in and see what Spirit wants to bring to add to this. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is the more information that will help us? Okay, pile number 2. Yeah, the end of something. That's why you need to investigate. That's why you need to be assessing, because there's some kind of big transformation going on. The ending of something, when you have a huge transformation, coming out of the chrysalis, turning into the butterfly, letting go of some shadow aspect. Look at that. She's holding on to kind of what looks like a darker energy, right? So yeah, this is about you transforming into what you need for yourself. And so you need to investigate and assess whatever is being brought to you, not taking it at face value, but really looking at the motives, looking at the energy around why someone wants something a certain way, or why decisions are being made the way they're being made. There's going to be revelations. There's going to be revelations as long as you look hard or ask the hard question. Pile number 2. Because this is a time for you to come into fertility. This is a time for you to be building what it is you want to be building. And if you've got deception, envy, jealousy around you, then you're not going to have the firm foundation that you need. So this full moon wants to bring in a firm foundation for you. That's why you have to be like eyes wide open in this energy, so that you're making sure that you are seeing the shadow aspect of the people or the motives of what it is that's going on around you. Pile number 2. Yeah, this is really important for you to be eyes wide open, because you are going to be building a firm foundation, but it can't happen if it's being built on a shadow aspect, or with someone whose shadow aspect is running the show. So, if you're in a relationship with someone who's selfish, like, that's not going to work. You can't build your future with that person. That's not a firm foundation, right? So that's why you have to be really assessing and really investigate why, motives are happening the way they're happening, why decisions are happening the way they're happening, and be really kind of honest with yourself about the people that are in your life that are trying to even give you advice or help you make decisions, right? So this full moon is going to be illuminating people and situations around you that are not honest, that are not that don't have integrity. And when you weed that out, when you let go of that, right? That shadow aspect, that selfish person, that person who just it can't be there for you in the way that you want them to be, because that's just not who they are, whatever, right? So this is why you have to build for yourself. You have to protect your heart. You have to open your heart. You have to allow the things around you to come into fruition that are going to help you build your firm foundation. but it can't be with anybody who doesn't have integrity. It can't be with anybody who isn't being genuine. So that, I feel, is what is going to be revealed for you, pile number 2. You're going to know who those people are, and you're going to know very clearly who's not being honest with you. It's almost like spirit is pulling back the veil so that you can go, oh, I see them now. I didn't see them before, but I see them now. So thank you for being here. All right, pile number 3. Pile number 3. Oh, this is so cool. You got the Gemini card for the Gemini full moon, pile number 3. Cross-pollinate. Cross-pollinate. Pile number 3, you're going to be really careful that what you're working towards, what you're wanting, is being done from a place of integrity. It's not being done from a place of lack. It's not being done from a place of jealousy or addiction, that you're not letting the hunger make, I'm not saying this right. Pile number 3, this Gemini full moon is going to illuminate for you where people and situations are not being upfront or honest. And what is your energy that you're bringing to it? Are you turning a blind eye to either your motives or other people's motives because it's just the way it's always been? I keep seeing this cross-pollinate card, but I keep hearing contaminate. And in the hunger card, again, ambition, it can be a good thing if it's utilized wisely, but it can be a bad thing if it's the only thing that you're after is the fruit of your labor and the more money and the more, it's all ego driven, right? Getting the ego validated. That's what that hunger card is all about, right? Just making sure that your ego is you're good. You have all the things. Everybody's looking to you. It's like you have all the power. And, this full moon is really going to kind of illuminate for you where that's not such a good thing, where, or the people around you are being like that, right? So, where is the contamination in your life? What shadow is coming up? What is being illuminated that's kind of showing you where choices and decisions are being made from like a very not authentic place, a fear-based place, and we don't want to live out of fear, because that's only gonna not give us what we want. It's not gonna make us happy. In the moment it might, but for the long term it won't. All right, I want to look at something here. So the challenge this full moon is the situation may be more complex than you think, so be willing to dig in. Gemini energy can be shallow or oversimplified as it encourages breadth rather than depth. So you have to add the depth consciously. The gift, Gemini's gift, is an open mind and a sense of universal siblinghood. We are all in this together. The soul knows how to find itself back in equilibrium if we just let all parts communicate. Help the unexpressed feelings, persons, and elements within the community be heard. Yeah, so I feel like that's pile number 3, what we have to be careful of not having integrity or people around us not having integrity. So let's dig into this and see what Spirit wants to add to it. This is the shadow aspect that this Gemini full moon is going to be revealing to you, pile number 3. Oh. Yeah, so you got victory and success came out. So this full moon wants to bring you victory and success, but you've got to come out of the darkness. So whatever the lack of integrity is, or the people around you who have lack of integrity, whatever the fear is, it's like you have to overcome that in this full moon, because that is where you're going to get the foundation and achievements that you're looking for. So anything in this full moon where you're having like negative thoughts, or you're letting your mental body stay in a negative place, right? That's what's going to keep you from having what you want. And this full moon does want to bring you prosperity begins, a beginning of prosperity. So this is where this shadow aspect of lack of integrity, whether that's yours or someone else's, really has to be looked at. You know, where the selfishness needs to be looked at, where the addiction needs to be looked at, you know, whatever it is that's you know, this kind of negative aspect of the hunger or the contamination that's going on. So through overcoming that is where you're going to get this beginning of prosperity. So this is ultimately it will be a very good thing, but it is going to force you to kind of look at the shadow aspect of, you know, where am I doing, or where are the people around me doing things that are negative or lower vibration. I mean, you know, at the end of the day. So yes, by overcoming this, you are coming into the beginning of prosperity, having victory and success, and really building foundation and achievements. So pile number 3, it really will, the outcome will be good, but you are going to have to kind of look at some fault or some lower vibration that you've been kind of shadow aspect that you've been holding on to, that it's time for it to go. And I feel like it's being highlighted so that you can get rid of it. It's being highlighted because it's time for it to go. Yeah, lean into Mother, Father, God, your connection to all that is, and give yourself compassion, or the people around you compassion, that you are either having to move away from, let them be where they are, or that part of yourself that you need. Remember, Maya Angelou says, when you know better, you do better, right? Give yourself compassion as you go through that. So thank you for being here. All right. Pile number 4. This was a 5 card pick a card, ladies and gentlemen. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. I will be dropping this video as a replay on my YouTube channel. So if you're just joining me, welcome. We are halfway through our pick a card for this Gemini full moon. So please drop us a hashtag replay, like, comment, heart. I appreciate all the fair exchange. Thank you so much. All right, pile number 4. Here we go. Pile number 4. Pluto, rebirth. Oh, this is beautiful. Pile number 4. This Gemini full moon is bringing you rebirth. Oh, look at that. Yes. Look at it. Whew. Pile number 4, you've been through it. And the shadow aspect, it feels like you are coming out of whatever it was. It is time for you to blossom. It is time for you to move forward. It is time for you to step into your power. It is time for you to love yourself. It is time for new growth, new passion, new goals. So whatever you've left behind, whatever this full moon is releasing for you, it's because it's time. It's time for you to be rebirthed. It's time for you to blossom. It's time for you to go in a new direction. This truly feels like there's nothing in the past for you. There's nothing behind you. So if you just got out of a relationship, or you just changed careers, or you just moved, or you're about to, you're being led to do those things, right? It's because it's time. And this full moon is propelling you into this rebirth, into this blossoming. Whew. Yeah, because it's time. It's time for new partnerships and alliances. It's time for new people. It's time for supportive people, people who will have your back, people who will encourage you and challenge you in a good way, grow you. Yeah, that's what that feels like with that partnership and alliances. Yeah, because it is. You are being rebirthed out of the darkness into the light, coming into victory and success. Oh, yeah. And lots of luck. This is going to feel very lucky. So you've got material and spiritual prosperity. You got 2 6s. You got 2 6s. So yeah, there's a lot of luck is what it's going to feel like. But you remember, luck is opportunity meeting preparation, right? Look at that. 3, 2 3s make a 6, and we got 2 6s. And then we have material and spiritual prosperity, victory and success, partnerships and alliances. Yeah, that's what this is bringing. This rebirth and this blossoming, pile number 4, is all about you coming into this new space of really starting to find your tribe, coming into those relationships that are going to be your most compatible soulmate, like really coming into your goals, pile number 4. This full moon is going to bring you and stretch you, right? It's going to bring you to all these new things that are really going to stretch you. And this is a very pretty card. But when you're blossoming, you're being stretched out of your comfort zone. You're being stretched out of all that you know, and being foisted into this spark of divinity that's going to take you in a whole new road, a whole new trajectory, right? So yes, this is going to be exciting and it's going to feel good, but it's also going to be uncomfortable. I was going to say scary. I don't want to scare anyone, but when you really are being kind of forced out of that new birth canal with a new idea or an inspiration or relationship, whatever it is, right? It's uncomfortable. So pile number 4, it's going to be really important for you to allow the new supportive people to come in to help you through this transition. Networking. Yeah, I feel like meeting a lot of different new people. All right, let's see what we've got for the advice to go with pile number 4. Oh, we got 2. Oh, pile number 4. Look at that. Yeah, it's time. It's time. you've been through it for a minute. When you're being rebirthed, it's because where you were, what was going on, didn't work out, wasn't your road, wasn't your person, wasn't your people, wasn't your goal, wasn't your place, wasn't where you were supposed to be. And so I don't want to say you were kicked out of, but I feel like this Gemini full moon is going to into a new direction. So I need you to remember that where you're headed will feel like a miracle. And while you're on that road, being rebirthed into the new, right? Remember to earth and ground, to stay connected to Mother Gaia. Very, very, very important, so that you don't feel like you're all over the place. You don't find yourself, oh, look at, and I just noticed that's a 33. Yeah, the threes and the sixes. This is a very auspicious pile number 4, very auspicious reading. So for those of you who have really been through it, maybe you got kicked to the curb, maybe you got your walking papers, whatever it was that really felt like a huge ending and it didn't feel good, it's okay. Expect miracles and just stay grounded as the new comes in, as the new people show up, the new situations show up, the new opportunities show up. And remember to, when you're grounding, meditating, praying, staying connected to your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters as things really are being lined up for you in this Gemini full moon. So I hope that resonates. Thank you for being here. Okay. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for all of that. All right, pile number 5. Pile number 5. Last but not least, the 9th house. Exploration. Exploration. Pile number 5. For some of you, this will be exploring road trip, travel, right? For some of you, this will be an inner exploration, right? Who am I? What do I really care about? What do I really want? Not what is everybody telling me I should want, or what expectations have always told me, right? So for some of you, this will be a very like getting out there, driving around, taking a trip, right? Very physical. For some of you, this is about really learning who you are on the inside and really coming into your power. So this Gemini full moon is going to get you maybe asking some very, very hard questions for yourself, right? Why am I staying in this bad situation? Why am I putting up with this CRAP? What, and for some of you, it's like, I'm single. Why aren't I trying something new? That kind of feeling. So pile number 5, yes, for in some way, you are going to be doing some exploring. But ultimately, what that is going to bring, no matter how that exploring works out for you or looks for you, it's going to allow you to step into your power of confidence, your power of knowing who you are, your power of knowing what you will and will not accept, your power of knowing where you've accepted too much, where you have to set boundaries. This is definitely going to, this Gemini full moon is definitely going to be having you maybe even shock people a little bit by what you're doing, where you're going, what you're thinking, what you're wanting. Pile number 5. All right, let's see what we got for, where does Spirit want to go with this? All right, there they are. They came out together. So we got can't do it that way anyway. All right. Oh, yep. So look at that. Passion ignited. Yeah. For some of you, your passion has been ignited, which is why this inner exploration is maybe even driving you into your external exploration, right? So this inner passion of knowing what you want and then having to go somewhere else to get it, right? Or explore how to achieve it or to get it, right? But yes, this is all about positive movement forward. This Gemini full moon, pile number 5, is absolutely going to have you moving in some way, right? Whether it's a internal movement shift or whether it's an external shift, or the internal shift propels the external shift. But yes, in some way, this Gemini full moon is moving your needle, right? Your compass, your true north, which has always been one thing, it's going to move that. And for the people around you, that might feel very uncomfortable. Like, what do you mean you're quitting your job? What do you mean you're moving to a different state? What do you mean but that's where your power is, by doing what you know you need for your experience, right? So it's going to be really, really important that you do the patience and the planning, that this isn't about irrational decisions, right? This is about going, okay, this is my passion. It's been ignited. I know what I want. I see things clearly. This full moon has helped me to step into my power. And now I'm ready to go. Now I'm ready to move. I'm ready to shift, right? And so, this Gemini full moon is bringing you into this positive movement forward because of this. Because there's something within you that knows that you want more, knows that you deserve more, knows that there is more. And this Gemini full moon is going to help you take those steps to grab it, to hold on to it, to find it, right? Let's get some advice. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Power and intention. Power. This Gemini full moon is bringing you into your power, masculine and feminine. Look at that. Balancing out your masculine and your feminine energy so you can step into your power. Set your intention. What do you want? What are you feeling? What is the clarity that you're receiving? What is the shadow aspect that you are done with in this Gemini full moon that is allowing you to step into your power and move forward? And that's what this full moon is bringing you. So where do you want to go? What do you want to explore? It's up to you. Just make sure, yes, it's positive movement forward, but it's not, look at that, it's a sailboat on a very quiet day, wind-wise. So this is slow moving energy. So no rash decisions, no jumping off a cliff. This is about having the patience and putting in the planning as you step into your power in a very safe and stable way. Really balancing out that divine masculine and that divine feminine energy so that you can start to achieve what it is you want, what it is that's been ignited, whether that's new love, new career, new life, new goals. But it feels like it's going to I feel like it's this spark that's within you that's been there, and it's like this Gemini full moon just feeds that flame. So whatever's been on the back burner where you've thought, someday I'm going to, right? Someday I'm going to try this, or someday I'm going to go there, or someday I'm going to actually talk to that person, whatever it is. I feel like that pile number 5, this Gemini full moon is absolutely going to bring that someday to you. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Serena. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, those who are watching on the replay. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful Gemini full moon. And I'm wishing you lots of light and love for this upcoming moon cycle. Thank you for being here.